What's good, family? Welcome to PYNK N Sip, the cultured and very millennial twist on your average talk show. I'm your host, Christina, and if this is your first time joining us, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about all things Thanksgiving, the family drama that comes with it. But first, we need a vibe check. What is everybody sipping on? I'm sipping on a screwdriver today. What about y'all?
Hey. Some lemon, echinacea, the cider. I warmed it up because you know the cold is getting to us. So.
Well, that shit sound cute or whatever, but I'm drinking some margarita on the rocks with a dab. Remember, it's a dab of strawberry lemonade.
I'm drinking some. I got a Long Island with a shot of gin. You feel me?
Kiwi, strawberry, and vodka. You know, sweet vibes.
And I got the Henny today. I'm on the Henny vibes with a little bit of blue raspberry lemonade and some mangoes. A little different today.
Blue raspberry. It looks so red.
Damn, boo.
Bring out a vibe.
The blue raspberry.
Right, got you. So it's supposed to be purple. We got you. So I got tequila and Sprite, and I have a alcoholic ice pop, strawberry dreamsicle in my drink as well.
Ooh, Liz, so we all drinking on something really, really good. Well, we hope your glass is filled to the top because this episode is going to leave you thirsty. But first, Amina has a dare to complete because she lost Never Have I Ever in our previous episode. If you have not seen that segment, after this episode, go back and watch so you know why she's doing the dare. But Amina, you got your mayonnaise? Because Amina lost the game last episode, the cast has come up with a dare for her to eat a spoon of mayonnaise. So let's see if she can do it.
How you gonna do a virtual dare? Like,
Hold on, I gotta put my camera on Amina because I need to see her reaction.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up.
With the hot sauce?
Hey, Moo, fix your face. Fix your face right now.
I'm not gonna lie. If it was me, I would probably trick y'all into thinking I'm eating mayonnaise and it's probably sour cream.
Yo, everything is mental. You feel me? Just tell
I
yourself.
would rather eat a
else.
spoon of sour cream. Yeah. For sure.
Munir, you're not doing the dare, bro.
Right.
I already said it.
Hey, I was about to do it.
Be with her.
That's good.
Amina.
That's good right there. That's good right there.
Yes.
Amina.
All right, that's good.
Don't even breathe when you eat that shit.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, but
She really did it, Munir.
Hey, yo, that's all right. That shit wasn't that
Hold on,
bad.
come back.
You just,
You all right?
After that shit went down, it's over now. It's over now. The gin brought back. Yeah, the
You
gin.
all right?
the gin.
Wait,
we good. We
try
good.
to chase that with a drink after?
Yeah,
I hope your stomach gonna be okay later, Amina.
That's what's up, though. You know what I mean? I took it like a champ. You
Right.
feel me? I usually don't deal with white sauces. You know what I mean? Unless But
Oh.
this is lit. We in here. I'm with the mayonnaise. This probably won't ever happen again. I'm gonna text my mama and be like, "Guess what?" And she's gonna love it. So that's cool. Let's move on.
Let's move on. We had the dare completed. Let's get it. So the first segment of the day is One Must Go. It's simple. In this segment, we'll give the cast some options, and the PYNKmates will collectively choose which 3 stay and which one must go. So since Thanksgiving is right around the corner, I think we're going to get started with some Thanksgiving favorites. Let's get into the meats first. On the lineup, we have fried chicken, ribs, ham, turkey, and an honorable mention, pig's feet. So we have to choose which one must go.
Fried chicken.
I'll go, Christina, because I'm not eating meat. You know the
Ham.
You said fried chicken.
No, ma'am.
Which one is staying? Fried chicken is staying.
Fried chicken is going. Fried chicken is going.
chicken is here to stay.
Fried chicken is staying.
Fried chicken is going.
Fried chicken is going.
No, fair chicken stand. Yo, we can
Man,
literally debate about everything
we
else.
gonna get rid of that ham for sure. You feel me?
Outta here.
Y'all look
I
crazy.
mean that ham, but we gonna get rid
Ham
of
gotta
that.
go.
Hey, Moo, do it again, Moo.
Ham.
Period.
But being that it's a holiday, shouldn't you have something that you don't have every day? Like that. At least that's my understanding, though.
Thank you, Ernie.
So
That's exactly what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
eat. I don't eat pig's feet every day,
Right.
but
So
I
you're
don't
gonna
want
have
that.
pig feet?
I don't want that
Right.
though.
I mean,
You know what
I'm not. I'm
what I'm
compensated
saying?
with y'all because I'm not eating that.
Shit, I don't eat
I'm
chicken.
not
I
eating-
don't
I'm
eat
not
fried
eating
chicken
no
every
pig.
day.
Yeah, you don't.
Right.
I don't know. I don't eat fried
I
chicken.
don't. I can get fried chicken any day, any time of the day. My mom can fry some chicken. I can fry some chicken. But she ain't gonna make pig feet. But she ain't gonna make pig feet every day, and she ain't gonna make ham every day. So
I
I'm
don't want
taking
pig
advantage
feet
of that.
none of the days.
I want
Right,
pig.
exactly. That pig's feet was never on any menu for me. You feel me?
Hey, Chris, you got something to say? You eating the pig feet over there?
No.
No.
Oh, all
No
right. I'm about to
pig's
say.
feet, no chitlins, no hog maws, no turkey necks.
But you gotta make sure it's the smoked turkey necks.
Right, you can use it for seasoning.
You can put some neck bones in your collard greens. You can put some fat back in your collard greens.
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
can
I'm not
put-
eating it though. That's what I'm talking about.
Why you ain't gonna eat the fat back?
You can use it for seasoning.
I don't want no pork in my side.
You can use it for seasoning.
I don't want it to be cooked with nothing.
I want it to be dipped in lard, okay? I want all the pig fat.
Ew.
Tastes delicious.
So are we
Man,
keep?
you
What about
see,
ribs? Are we
real
keeping
bad.
ribs on
Ribs is
there?
fine as long as it's beef. I'm fine
Right,
with it.
right. We
Ribs.
It's
I stand for the ribs.
You ever bit into a pork rib and just had hella fat in your mouth?
fat in your mouth.
You feel me? It's done. It's done up for that.
Yeah,
it's
it's a lot
really
of
done
fat.
up for that. We can't. I don't
Yeah,
want
but
it.
sometimes
I
that
want
helps with the other condiments, like on the.
Yes, it does. Yes, it
Should be a little
does.
dry,
Yes,
you
it
know what I'm saying?
does.
Like, wrap it up a little bit.
Okay, so we have to vote. What is going? Is it fried chicken,
Ham.
ribs,
It's
Get the ham out of here.
or
We
pig's
got,
feet?
we got 3 for ham so
I
far.
think the pig's feet.
I'm
but
with
I'm-
him.
got
I'm
the
with the
ham.
ham.
We got 4 for ham. It's over.
Trump.
Okay, hands up if ham is going.
Get
No.
out of here.
I need the pineapple and the
4 for
cherry and the
ham.
glazed ham. I
Put it
need
on
the
your turkey.
glaze.
Said the
No.
glazed
Okay, who's
ham.
getting rid of pig's feet? I
That
think
goes
we
with
should get
ham.
rid
That
of
goes with
yeah.
pork.
Yeah, that's.
That don't make sense.
You can't. It's only one can go. It's only one that can
One
go.
can go.
How about 1.5?
The pig feet
Right,
got
pig
less
feet.
meat on it than the ham.
But it's
Pixie
a
can
part
go.
of the pig. It's still a part of the pig. Ham's pig.
So we're getting rid of the entire pig. That's what we're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
The
got
entire
to go.
pig. The
So
entire
the pig
pig.
got to go.
Unless
Okay,
it's bacon.
so we're gonna
meat.
so we're
It's
getting
going
rid
with
of
Trump.
ham
Out of
and
here.
our honorable mention, pig's feet. All right, let's move on to the next one. Side dishes. We have yams, mac and cheese, collard greens, and potato salad.
Potato salad.
So,
You just seen my girl. You just seen my sis eat a spoon of mayonnaise.
Nah.
And it was horrible.
She went through
potato
that.
salad is
I mean,
Get
good,
the
y'all.
potato salad
Potato salad is
out of here.
salad.
Salad, though.
It's
I
not
love
re-
potato salad.
Potato salad not reliable.
All right. Okay,
Not
wait, hold
reliable.
up. One at a time. Kyrie, what's your point?
Potato salad is not reliable. It never tastes the same. Ever. It don't matter. If you leave it out for 2 minutes longer than it was supposed to be out, it's over. It's ruined.
It's over.
Feel me?
Right.
So I don't
Right.
want it there at all.
Okay, I hear you on that. Like you're right, but collard greens is the least flavorful one for me.
Girl, you're bugging.
You have the wrong
collard greens.
Unpopular opinion.
Who's
Hold
making
Hold
your
on, guys.
collard
Hold on,
greens?
guys. Hold on, guys.
See,
Hold
we
on,
haven't
guys.
had no good ones.
You had
As a
Spanish
black
greens.
Definitely ain't had
delegation.
no good ones.
Oh my gosh.
Move
Oh
respond
my
to that.
gosh.
You had the
Listen.
Spanish collard greens. You gotta get an auntie that got a big elbow.
And get her to
The
make
fat
those
elbow?
collard greens.
The fat elbow. She need the fat, like the piece of fat to flow.
Oh my God.
Take me there. If y'all want to change my opinion, that's it.
I'm gonna bring
It's
you
the
a
Spanish
pie.
in you, and we gonna let that go because she's Spanish. They can't know
Yeah, she
everything.
want the-
Out of the options we have for the side dishes, I'm choosing potato salad because I need the mac, the yams, and the collards.
All
So
together.
I need
It's
that.
one
Yeah,
scoop.
that's a package.
Yeah, you feel me? That's a package deal.
That's
Like,
one
you
side.
need
That's
that.
one. That's one. Ding, ding, ding.
Right.
That's one side.
All going
Side.
on one fork.
See, that's the thing. You can't get rid of the collard greens because that's the only
That's
vegetable.
the juice.
That's the
Yeah,
only
that's
vegetable.
That and yams and collard greens, sweet potatoes
That's
and
the
collard greens is the
juice,
only
Right,
thing
but
that
I'm
black
not
people
talking about
making.
carbs. Yams is the carbs. I'm talking about like
Okay, you just like an
It's-
actual
it's-
the
it's-
green,
veggie.
actual greens.
Yeah, the actual green, this collard green, yeah. And
Green.
occasional string bean will make it up in there depending
Yeah,
on where you
okay.
go. It'll
Right.
make it up in
Cabbage.
there.
Cabbage will make it up in
cabbage too.
Cabbage too.
I'm scared to
You
eat at
need the
Mariah's
juice.
house. I'm gonna be honest
You
with
need
y'all.
the
man.
green.
Everything gonna be cooked in lard. I'm scared. I'm gonna be sick before I leave.
She gonna bring out the Crisco like y'all
She
ready?
gonna bring out it's gonna be 3 slaves in the back. They kept just for themselves.
Oh my god.
Listen, it's real Southern food at my house. Okay, my mom put bones. She put neck bones and fat back in the collard greens. Okay?
It's because y'all roast the pig, the whole pig in the bat over the fire pit.
Which one is going? Hands up for potato salad. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
Potato salad. Potato salad.
This
Potato salad.
Unanimous?
I
All right,
like
potato
potato
salad is going. Now moving on to desserts. We have sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, banana pudding, and pecan pie.
Pecan pie can go. Can go.
Pumpkin pie.
I say pumpkin.
Pecan pie.
Who the fuck eats
Pecan,
pumpkin pie?
Moo has spoken. Pecan pie's out of here, all right?
Pecan pie out.
Hey yo, that's crazy that anybody that live in the inner city gonna say out for the pecan pie.
Nah, I don't even
And
want
where's
nuts
the
just
problem?
randomly on the food. Like I don't want that.
I feel like that's a hood staple. I don't really like it, but I ain't gonna. Yeah,
It's not.
It's not a hood
How you
staple.
make
What you
pecan
got from
pie?
South Carolina?
Oh, my bad. Bean pie. My bad. Damn.
Now bean pie should have been up there. That's pretty good. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
I ain't never had bean pie. I ain't never gonna try bean pie.
I just don't.
Why
really
not? Why not?
Bean
Christina,
pie.
damn.
Like a nut.
She said, "I've never had it, and I never will have it. I'm never gonna eat
Bean
it."
pie.
Never will I ever try.
Hey,
Never bean pie.
It's a dude that sell about 100
never
bean
touch mine.
pies a day.
On the corner of Eastern Parkway and
On the
South
corner
Woodland.
of Eastern Parkway, he sell 100 of them joints a day.
He be giving out the
having
meat
it
too, right?
It's
He
like
having his
tent.
Muslim
he
papers.
stacked this
I've
high,
never-
bro.
He having his Muslim papers, his bean pies, and whatever else he got up there. He be having scarves. He be having
Sell out
all these-
every day. He sell
He have a
out
whole
every
boutique.
I dropped the Addy for the people. What's up? Like, where's this at?
We just told you Eastern
told
Parkway in the app.
It's not really a location.
That's all we got.
It's not a-
There's no address.
It's no address.
Just Eastern Parkway.
Just
Right.
know
I'm
that.
like, I'm still lost. Like, where?
Just know that he
Across the
out there
street is
every day. Just know that he out there every day.
I tell you
Every
what's
day.
a staple though, Kyrie. Butter pecan ice cream.
Period.
No.
Yo, first of all, y'all not even old enough to eat that.
No, every
dumb,
black
though. It's very
mama,
No.
every
First
black
of all-
mama I know loves butter pecan.
Word.
Haagen-Dazs.
No.
Yes.
That
Butter
butter
pecan.
ice cream.
But y'all shouldn't be eating that. Y'all
basic.
not old
I
enough.
don't
like
eat it. I think it's
vanilla.
disgusting.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
But
regular.
like,
I like vanilla.
I like
vanilla
chocolate.
bean.
Vanilla.
Vanilla bean.
You like
Vanilla
vanilla
It's a
bean.
family thing, baby.
Vanilla bean is fire. It's softer than a regular vanilla, so you don't really gotta.
I'm not
really
even here
gotta-
to argue with y'all, man. I like chocolate ice cream like genuinely.
Yeah.
And people
Thank you,
hate it.
Amina.
So I'm not
Oh,
even
yeah,
gonna argue
very
with you.
chocolate.
Like,
Put your hands up for pecan pie. Pecan pie.
out of here.
You're only here for the sweet potato anyway.
Cut.
Hey, that's the only preserve. That's the only pie that matter on that list is the sweet potato.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I don't got no
All right,
apple
so-
pie.
Let us know in the comments what plates you guys have, whether it's fried chicken or not. Join the conversation. With Thanksgiving quickly approaching, things we all love and hate will also be at our doors very soon, such as uncomfortable conversations between our aunts, asking us when we're getting married, when we're having kids, or our uncles coming through with some crazy mess. Let's face it, double standards are something that shapes our society, but it starts at home. So today we're going to be debunking those things, going through our double standards, and pretty much trying to see how we can come out of this mess, because every Thanksgiving, there's always something. So let's start off with, what is the worst double standard or gender bias that you had to deal with?
I do think that some double standards that we kind of practice and put out there do come from the home in that sense. And I'll just give you an example to tell you where I'm kind of going with this. Even at the dinner table, as a female, you're told to cross your legs. They can't be too open because of the idea that you're just more, I guess, fragile because you have a vagina. And like men can basically say it however they please or want to. So that's also what I wanted to put out there.
for me personally, like even when I grew up, like there were certain responsibilities that I had to do, whereas my sister may not have had to do it. Like for instance, like I'm cutting the lawn. My sister wouldn't cut the lawn. Like I'm doing the hedges and the bushes. Like my father would never ask my sister, oh, go do the bushes or go do the hedges. Like it would always come down to me, or my little brother would help sometimes as well. Just as like sometimes like if dinner needed to be cooked, of course, like we all were taught to cook in the household and my family at least, but like my mom would probably prioritize that for my sister rather than it being me, or like with mowing the lawn and doing more masculine or more manlier jobs would be to me rather than my sister. So like even taking out the garbage, it was like I would take out the garbage. There was like times on my hands that I can count where like I may not have been home and my sister actually took out the garbage. So I just feel like it really does start in the home. And I feel like it's more noticeably shown like in the division of like chores or things that are actually done in the house to keep the house at home.
Yeah, I 100% feel where Moo coming from. I feel like, you know, especially when you're in the house with a woman, it's like, okay, yeah, I can go outside and rake and shovel the snow, but shit, you could too. Like at the end of the day, like I feel like we as people, I think we wait until it's too late to start learning stuff, like, or like we wait until the point where we're actually embarrassed to start learning stuff. Yes, men do a lot more physical things, and maybe a woman might be more likely to, you know, wash a tub or, you know, just cook, whatever the case might be. But I don't think it should be like that. It should be just gender neutral. Like these are all things that everybody needs to know. So the fact that I'm doing one thing and someone else is doing something else, I feel like we both handicapping each other that way.
As being a mother, I would say that it definitely starts in your household. I don't say like, oh, boys do this and girls do that. I let them have their personalities. Like, I don't, I try to teach like, if you're gonna be, masculine or whatever like that, these are things masculine boys do, these are things feminine girls do, but it doesn't, like, you don't have to stick to that. Like, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Like, you don't have to go by that code. Like, if you like to wear dresses, then you like to wear dresses. If you like to wear jeans and sneakers, then wear jeans and sneakers. Like, it's not really so much, it's about, I try to teach them that it's their life. Like, you have the option to choose. Like, it's not just what I say. Like, you can use what I teach you and what I say as a guide, but once you get older and you go out into the world, you're gonna make your own decisions on how you want to live your life, and whatever it is, whatever choice you decide to do. Shoot, who am I to sit here and be like, no, you can't do that. That's for girls. That's for boys. No, like.
So where everybody trying to get away with gender roles, right? Where would society go with what a man looks like, and what a woman looks like, and in the sense of that, like, 'cause since everybody knows how to do everything, will we now be easier on each other? Will we now come together more often? Will we now understand that will more relationships work out? Like, where would this be going with all of these gender roles being done with, and everybody's just being on an equal plateau?
I think without limiting ourselves to saying, oh, because I'm a woman, I should do this, or I'm a man, I should do this. You feel me? You might find that you like doing something that becomes a trade, or, you know what I'm saying? Just could develop other skills, you feel me? So I feel like with us being more understanding and being more open to just saying, oh, I'm a woman, I can't do that, or I'm a man, I can do that, you'll learn that much more about yourself. You'll be probably more open to new skills and new traits, and just being able to, continue to learn more about yourself and other people around you. And that even opens up more jobs for you too. Like, think about it. Like, if you was really good at cleaning, maybe you start a cleaning business and get rich, right? You feel me? Like, it don't gotta, I don't think it has to be one or the other. It could be both.
Finding that balance between traditional values versus still wanting everyone to be equal can be hard when you have some people that are still in those traditional mindsets in positions of power. So I think that's where we normally butt heads, because it's like the people that can actually make these changes and change how we view society, they're very traditional. They're not changing. They're pretty much set in their ways. So millennials such as ourselves, we have to get in those positions of power and figure out how to switch the dynamic of things. But I did want to kind of bring the conversation to emotional biases. Women are more seen as emotional, so they can cry. It's okay if she cries, it's all right. But if a boy cries, he pretty much gets scolded because he needs to bring it together because he's a guy. What do you guys say to those type of biases in the home or even outside?
Really breaks my heart. I think that like emotions is one thing that it does. I think emotions is one thing that everyone should feel comfortable with having. Like you should feel comfortable in your feelings. You should feel comfortable in like being who you're gonna be or how you're gonna feel. And like even if it's heartbreak, even if it's love, even if it's you should just feel comfortable in doing that. And I think the more if we encourage that more, that for people to show their emotions, to communicate how they're feeling, I think we'll all be better. Like we'll have a better understanding of each other. And I think empathy is what is lacking. And I think that's why we see men being soft, quote unquote, because they're crying instead of seeing it as, no, this is something has hit him deeply. And I want to understand so that I can help. Like, I feel like we should just it's empathy. And a lot of people don't have that.
Right. I think it sucks personally. I don't know about y'all personally, since I'm dating folks. It kind of sucks because you have to kind of deal with that. And I'm not saying that I don't want to deal, oh my God, I don't want to deal with your emotional trauma, but it sucks because that work is now somebody else's work. You kind of have to work with someone to help them through that just because they weren't able to open that side of themselves when they were growing up in their household. Because I don't know, the parent might have thought like, I'm teaching them how to be strong. Nobody's gonna care. This is what it is kind of mindset. So then when you're like dating, it's like, damn, you have all these emotions that you don't really know how to express or how to show to people. And you're kind of just stuck there trying to figure it out. And obviously going back and try to deal with it. And it puts so much pressure on the other person once you're dating them because you want to be able to help them, but it's like you don't know how to break that down and everybody's timing is different. So yeah.
Ernie, I feel like I agree with that point a lot because I feel like that's kind of what happened with me. So growing up in my family and my household, like my parents are from two totally different cultures. Like my dad is like straight from Africa. Like he was the first one to come, besides like my grandmother was the first child to come here from Africa. And my mom is from Jamaica. Like she's straight from Jamaica. She came here. So we're like her children. We were the first ones brought up in America. But like for us, I feel like for me, it was kind of weird because my dad being from Africa, like his mindset was like, men must be like very masculine, like very tough, like you have to be strong. Like it's like pretty much about power. Whereas with my mom, like my mom didn't mind if I cried in front of her. Like I knew that if I was feeling like a certain type of way and like, I may get emotional, I would rather go to my mom and have the conversation with her because she would allow me to have that outlet or like be able to freely express myself. And if I cried, like, she's not going to say to me like, oh, man up, toughen up, like, calm that down. Like my mom wasn't that person, but I knew like if I was having a conversation with my father, which may have been emotionally triggering, I knew that I could not cry in front of my father because he's going to laugh at me and he's going to like, get a little bit hard on me about crying as a man. So for me, like when I got older, it was kind of a bit confusing. Like when I left the house, it was a bit confusing for me because I did get into a relationship, but I didn't really know how to handle my emotions or how to really express myself the proper way because I wasn't raised up with like an alignment of how to do that. I was told to do this one way and this one way by two different parents. So I see how that really does it really does affect you in the long run as a male, I feel too, because you kind of have to figure it out on your own. So I had to figure it out on my own, like what works best for me.
Yeah, and to kind of piggyback off of that, but not relationship wise, I just feel like, your environment can also like tender how your parents gonna raise you. You feel me? Like for me, for example, I didn't grow up in the super worst part of Newark, but you feel me? Newark is, it's a tough place to be. You feel me? So it's some things that you gotta understand, like even at simple things as being nice to somebody, right? You feel me? I'm sure we all been super nice to somebody, only to have that niceness be taken advantage of. You know, it could be as little as that. You feel me? Just being nice to people. I feel like you gotta sometimes, according to your environment, grow up hard. You know, you gotta grow up a little bit more, you know, a little bit more stern, just because you're gonna experience that more often than maybe some of y'all might. You feel me? Not saying that that's a reason as to why it's okay to grow up a little bit more stern or rough. But at the end of the day, some people live in environments where it's more so about like, shit, man, I'm just trying to make it to tomorrow. This how I know I can make it to tomorrow. This how I know to be safe. You know, I know I'm not just gonna be random talking to strangers and things like that. Like, so I think that plays a part of it too.
Wait, I mean, not to make a joke or anything, but men worry about talking to strangers because I never see that. Like, you know what I mean? Not saying that y'all can't be hurt or whatever, but I never see a man. I'm not trying to make a joke. I'm just saying, like, I'm like one of like 8 girls in this family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot. There's tons of men and shit. So I never see that. Like, men will walk up to anything. It's always the girls that are like, I ain't trying to talk or whatever. So I don't know. But I do believe that the fact that we're getting off on all of these gender roles, like all of the generations that have passed have all had their own set of issues, right? Like, the man has to deal with this, the woman has to deal with that. However, we, the new generation, the old generation is dying out, right? Like, literally my grandmother's generation is 2 left out of the hundreds that I grew up with. It's 2 left, you know? So they're gone, you know what I mean? Not saying that I want them to, because the last 2 left are my favorites, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, their whole generation is leaving. So once we get them out of here, and we're voting people out, like just past election, a lot of people got voted out. Even the lady or the guy who was on the committee for my man who was jogging, and she chose not to do those get with them. What's the dude who was jogging? What's his name? The guy who was jogging and got killed. Yeah. So the people who were supposed to get up with the charges, she's been replaced. So he's been replaced now. So all of these things, like we're voting these people out. We are telling our kids that they're equal. You know what I mean? Like, all of they're going to be hearing all of that stuff, which we didn't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure me and Moo have a similar life, right? Like, I wanted to do certain things, but my dad didn't want me to, right? Or my mom didn't want me to, or the more masculine I was presenting or growing up to be, then my dad was like, oh, well, boxing it is. Right. So, but I didn't want to do it, but I boxed for 6 years, right? But I didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? So, I just believe that we're going to change that. So we don't have to worry about that no more. You know, as far as like society goes, we are going to be the society. We are going to be the new people. So keep raising your children the way you need to, Brittany, and keep trying to change Kai, and realize that sex is an energy and has nothing to do with going inside, and everything's going to be great. You know what I mean? We're going to be on a good path, you know? So that's it.
I just wanted to respond to what Ernie had said about not being able to openly express yourself in relationships and stuff. I kind of go through that now in my relationships, and it's kind of like a repeated thing because growing up, I've never seen my mom cry. Like, I always used to say my mom was a robot, and whenever things was like bothering me or like I had to suck it up, my mom would be like, suck it up, like it's not that big of a deal. Whatever it is you're dealing with is not that big of a deal, and you don't let nobody see you cry, you don't let nobody see you sweat. So she never really broke down or tried to figure out like actually what was bothering me. Like, people would just say, oh, Brittany got an attitude, or Brittany acting like this, Brittany doing this. But in reality, things were happening to me, you know, that I couldn't express, or I couldn't tell anybody at the time. I didn't feel comfortable expressing it or anything like that. So it kind of reflects that in my relationship. I hold things in. No matter how big they're bothering me, I always tell myself, it's not that big of a deal. I'll get over it. You know, I just suck it up, and then I'll end up exploding. And it becomes a whole big thing from something that was so small that I just needed to open my mouth and say it. But it ends up into a whole big explosion because I don't know how to say it. And it is draining. I know it's draining. It's draining for me. It's frustrating because I want to be able to express myself. I just really don't know how to. I feel like I'm going to get judged. I feel like, oh, you're a whiny baby, you're nagging, whatever it is like that. But it does come from a place with like your parents and stuff, Ernie. So I do agree. I'm working on it, and it's a struggle. It's a therapy work wonders, people. Like, don't be afraid to go to therapy. You need it.
But you have to take care of your own mess. Remember that. Take care of your own mess. It is not up to your partner to heal you.
Okay.
Right. Talk that shit, Chris.
But hey, people in the back, it is not up to your partner to heal you. That is between you and God, whoever else.
Responsibility.
Amina, to your point, what I was going to say earlier when you was talking about being raised in the, inner city real quick, and you made a comment to that. I was just going to say, when I was a kid, I was probably maybe like 11 or 12, me and my group of my friends, we come walking out the store. You feel me? We all eating chips in front of this store on the corner though. You feel me? We don't necessarily know we don't need to be there, but we on the corner, we chilling, right? So some people pulled up on us. You feel me? We just wasn't supposed to be standing on this corner. So if had I been, you know what I'm saying, how you think that would have went, that situation in particular, had I started crying in front of this man telling me to get off their corner, this group of men telling me to get off of their corner. I know as a kid, okay, yeah, it might be okay to cry, but I feel like in that particular situation, you feel me, you gotta be able to stand up on your own 2 feet and be like, you know the environment, yo. You in particular know the environment. So I just feel like your parents may just, depending on where you're going to be living and where they plan for you to grow up, that may really alter how they have to raise you. And you know what I'm saying? I think we don't, and as kids, we don't ask a lot of the times, like, why are you raising me like this?
Right.
Like what kind of question is that,
well,
though, right?
Well, you can't.
Right.
Black community, you
can't raising me like this. Like,
you know what I mean?
As a kid, you don't know better. And
Yeah,
you don't know better.
But they do, though. And
to ask your parents, why you raising me like this? Like,
you're gonna get slapped.
Well, if you got parents that come from,
you don't know no better or nothing.
Like my mom's is from North, but my dad from North Carolina. You feel me? So, but North was different. You feel what I'm saying? Like when she was growing up, it wasn't bad like it is now. So it's you be conflicted when you go in your house all peaceful. My dad all loving on my moms and shit, and then I gotta go to my people's house and I gotta hear his mom's bashing. You know what I mean? His pops, you know what I mean? And right in front of us, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't even think my dad has said those words or my mom's has said those words about it. But if they did, it wasn't in front of me. You know what I mean? It wasn't in front of me and my brothers or whatever. So just thinking about that, like, yeah, you're right. You gotta know how to turn it off and turn it on. Sometimes you can, I don't know if you ever had this happen to you, but even as a kid, you catch yourself saying something out loud, but because you could say it at your friend's house, you know what I mean? But here you be like, and then now your mom looking at you, now she's looking at the whole family. Like now you can't even go over there, you know what I mean? Because this is crazy, like, you know what I mean? So
it definitely depends.
It's a difficult
situation. It definitely depends on what house you come from, the environment that you come from, because I've definitely gone to friends' houses and it's a whole nother environment. And I'm just like, culture shock. Even though we're all Black, I'm still culture shock. Like, y'all curse in front of y'all parents? Right. The one time I tried that, I cursed on the phone. And this was the first time I heard the saying, you trying to insult my intelligence. I didn't know what that meant at the time. So I'm like, no, like, you really smart, Ma. I just messed up.
And you laugh now, right? But you be scared. You was terrified.
Y'all ever told y'all parents to leave you alone?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've said
it. And I was left alone in my room for 2 weeks.
I asked her, I was like, could you please, like, just let me be by myself right now? And she's like, okay. If I told my mother, Ma, like, for real, like, leave me alone right now. Hey, yo, I would not be doing the show. I'd be deceased.
I had no privacy in my household. Like, I was like,
talk about it.
No privacy, no doors closed. I would have to be dressed with my door open. Like, my mom was not playing that. Like,
crazy.
Talk about it. I didn't have a door until I was 14. So
I'll take the door
talk about it.
My mom did say that too. She said that to me too. But I think it's definitely getting better. I think, like, as I've gotten older, I've been a little bit more artful in how I tell them what I want. So before I used to be like, Ma, honestly, like, let me really just sit and think about what you said so that I can, you know, I can give you the answer.
Yeah, make them feel
Right.
better about
Make them feel
like
right.
Nice.
But when I was younger, it was hot fire. Like, all right, are you done? They're like, what? It's like, dang, Mariah, try again. It's like
my mouth was,
you know, like so I had to
crazy.
you know, it was like it was a trial and error type of thing. Like I had to like work my way, and then now I know, like, when I want something, I go, hey Mom, how you feeling today? You feeling good?
Yeah.
You all right? So
I think it's all conversations that we have as we get older.
I couldn't even talk to boys on the phone at like 16. Like,
no.
my mother answered the phone. Who is this?
Oh,
David. Brittany can't have no phones from no boys. No phones from no boys calling.
Dang.
No, but yeah, these are definitely conversations that I feel like we have to have as adults, because they'll never take it as what you actually mean it to be as a child. They just think that, oh, you know, you a kid, you know what you're talking about. Don't be trying to check me. I'm your parent. Go somewhere. Food is ready. Like, it's really not about having an open discussion until you're an adult and you're paying bills and you're contributing. And it's like, oh, wow, like you actually have something to say. These things are of value because you're an adult now.
Right.
I respect you more.
I'm already messed up now. The hell?
Right.
Yo,
That's what I'm saying.
When I went to therapy,
children, you know, talk to your nieces and nephews and make sure that they feel comfortable expressing themselves. If you want to read more about how we express ourselves in the squeeze, you can visit our website at PYNKelement.com. But first, let's get into a little promo video and we'll be back. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. I hope that you had some laughs. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.